If you'd like to send us a drawing just like Simon, Natalie and Bradley, then all you have to do is send it to this address. It's CBBC, PO Box 4567, London, W12 6AA. The Enchanted Lands are still to come, but right now, it's time for Playdays.
It's the play bus! But where does it go? Where does it stop? Watch for the sign of the lollipop. Stop! It's the yird stop.
Hello, I didn't see you there. It's all right, Royce let me in. My name's Louise. I've come to do some decorating. Everything's going to look much better. I just finished sprucing up this bit, then I'm going to repair some broken shelves over there.
La la la, da 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 da. Oh, what's this? Wet paint? I can smell it. Yuck. Oh, hello there. Do you know what's going on? Oh, what's that? Oh, there's somebody in there. Oh, well, it's not surprising, really, is it, since somebody left the door open? Oh, dear. I hope it's not a burglar. Shh. Ah! Oh, it's only you. Phew. Can you see anyone? Gotcha! Oh, flipping flap! Oh, who are you and what are you doing here in my office?
I'm Louise. I've come to do some odd jobs here.
What sort of odd jobs?
You know, painting, mending, that sort of thing. Oh, you must be the yird.
Correct. And this is my office. How did you get in here?
Royce let me in.
Oh, did he now? Well, if Royce let you into here, where is he now then? That's what I'd like to know. Oh, dear. I'm going to consult with my Whitec. Help! Someone's stolen my Whitec. Call the police.
Your Whitec? Oh, that machine, you mean?
Machine? My Whitec's much more than a machine.
All right. Only covered it with a sheet to keep the paint off.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Oh, don't sit on there. The paint's still wet.
Oh, no. Well, I've got to sit down somewhere. Whoops. Oh, no. Now what have I done? Oh, look at that. Would you like to watch it with me?
Well, at least that should keep her out of my way for a bit.
See if you can see who or what does what job. Look at all those sparks. You'd think it was a firework factory. Now, what are they making? Any ideas? Yes, it's a car. Have you seen anybody yet? There's nobody there. It's all being done by machines. Robots. It's a nice shiny one. There's an engine. It's a good job they've got machines. They'd be too heavy to lift. Oh, there's somebody. Hello. They're just putting the finishing touches, you know. There's the windscreen. Plonk it in. In with the petrol. And ready to roll. Any marks? Get set. Go. Ooh, that was really good, wasn't it? What was that? Oh, now what's going on? Excuse me, now what do you think you're doing? Oh, hello, Royce.
Hello, why? Hello there. What are you so bad-tempered about?
Well, nothing really. You see, oh dear. You see, I thought Louise was a burglar. And when she said you'd let her in, well, I didn't believe her, and I've been ever so rude, and oh dear, I'm very, very sorry.
Pardon, wife?
I said, I'm very, very sorry. You see, I've been ever so rude, and you're doing ever such a good job, and those shelves have needed mending for ages.
Well, you were rude, wife, but I accept your apology. Would you like to help me finish this shelf?
Oh, yes, please. Would you like some music while we work?
That would be very nice.
Royce, you may press the button.
I am honoured.
Odd jobs here, odd jobs there, I'll do the odd job anywhere. With tool bag, ladder, mobile phone, I can tackle any odd job around the home. Plastering and pasting, swish, splash, splish. Papering and painting, swish, swash, swish. Bang it with a hammer, bang, bang, bang. Crank it with a spanner, crank, crank, crank. Up and down the ladder till the work is done. An odd job person's job is quite a busy one. I wear odd job clothes, drive an odd job van. I'll do any odd job if I can. And when I'm finished and the work is done, I'll do another odd job just for fun. Plastering and pasting, splish, splash, splish. Papering and painting, swish, swash, swish. Banging with a hammer, bang, bang, bang. Cranking with a spanner, crank, crank, crank. Up and down the ladder till the work is done. An odd job person's job is quite a busy one. Plastering and pasting, swish, swash, swish. Papering and painting, swish, swash, swish. Banging with a hammer, bang, bang, bang. Cranking with a spanner, crank, crank, crank. Up and down the ladder till the work is done. An odd job person's job is quite a busy one.
Right, I better go and clean these brushes before the paint dries on them.
Royce, Royce!
What is it, why?
Listen, would you help me make something to give to Louise to say sorry for being so horrible?
Well...
Oh, go on, Royce, please, please.
OK, why?
Oh, good. What shall we make?
Why not ask your why tech?
Hey, that's a good idea. Choose a button.
All right. How to make an owl. This looks good, why?
Oh, Royce, just check that the paint's dry. I don't want my feathers sticking together, do I?
I'm sure you don't. Yep, it's dry.
Oh, God, phew.
Right.
Ooh, what do we
We
need?
need some feathery paper.
Feathery paper.
We've got some nice paper here. Look,
Ooh, yes.
just like feathers. And what we need to do is to roll this up into a tube.
A tube.
A tube. And glue the tube down.
Glue the tube.
Nice line over there. And I'll roll it up. There we are. And this is the owl's body. Can you hold that, please, Why?
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Why? Yeah, thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Now, I want to make a face. A couple of eyes.
2 eyes.
2 eyes. And an orange beak.
An orange beak. 2 eyes. 2 wise you are. 2 wise you be. I see you are 2 wise for me.
There we go.
Doesn't
Eyes.
look quite right, you know, Royce.
Why, what's missing?
Top of its head's funny.
Right, ears. Owl ears. What we do is we bend the back forwards.
Oh, and the
And-
forward back.
I can stick that down. And now, a very important part of its body.
What?
Wings.
Oh, yes, wings.
Do you know how we ruffle these?
Oh, right.
That'll
Phew.
do. Thank
Oh,
you.
sorry, feathers always make me sneeze.
Glue the back and the wings together. And there's our owl.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. Isn't that lovely?
Well, that's finished. I'll just pack up my things and then I'll be off.
Oh, Louise, come here. Right, look, we've made you a present to say sorry for being so rude.
Thank you, Why?
A wise old owl sat in an oak. The more she heard, the less she spoke. The less she spoke, the more she heard. Now, why can't I be like that wise old bird?
That's a very good question, Why?
Well, thank you, Why. It's really lovely.
Well, it's just to say sorry for speaking out of turn.
That's all right, Why. Oh, Why? Could I use your white egg and tell you an owl story before I go?
Yes, you could. Go on, press a button.
Thank you. The story's called The Owl and the Woodpecker. Once upon a time, in a forest far away, there lived a woodpecker. The woodpecker lived in a tree, in which he slept all night and worked all day. In the tree next door, there came to live an owl, who liked to work all night and sleep all day. The woodpecker worked so hard and made so much noise that his tapping woke the owl. "I say, you there!" screeched the owl. "How can I possibly sleep with all that noise going on?" "This is my tree," the woodpecker said, "and I shall tap it as I please." The owl lost his temper. His screeches and hoots echoed through the forest, and animals came running for miles around to see what was the matter. "You carry on tapping, Master Woodpecker," squeaked the mouse. "Owl is always bossing and chasing us about." "Oh, do be quiet," growled the bear. "Woodpecker, stop tapping and let Owl sleep. We like a peaceful life around here." Angrily, the owl swooped down on the small animals, who ran for their lives and hid in all kinds of curious places. "Bully!" they shouted, when they were sure they were safe. Then the owl asked the bigger animals what he could do to stop the noise, but they all shook their heads. "How should we know?" they said. "You're the wise and clever one. Perhaps you could move to another tree." "Why should I?" snapped the owl. "I like living in this tree. That noisy woodpecker must move." But the woodpecker wouldn't move. Day after day his noisy tapping kept the owl awake, and day after day the owl became more tired and more bad-tempered. He began to be so crotchety and rude that all the other animals decided something must be done, so they held a meeting. Something must be done," said the badger. "Woodpecker was here first, so Owl must leave." "But he says he'll not leave his tree," replied the deer. "In that case, we shall have to push down his tree, and then he will have to leave," said the crafty fox. That night, while the owl was out hunting, all the animals tried to push down his tree. But no matter how hard they pushed and puffed and panted, they couldn't move the tree the smallest bit, so they gave up and went back home. Sometime later, 2 strangers came to the forest. They were a pair of beavers, and they took a fancy to the owl's tree and started to gnaw at the trunk. Every day they gnawed a little more, until it seemed as though they would gnaw the trunk right through. Then one day a great storm shook the forest. The wind roared through the trees. It was so strong, the woodpecker gave up tapping, and so for once the owl slept in peace. The owl's tree began to creak and crack and groan as the wind grew more and more fierce, but the tired owl slept soundly on. Suddenly, the woodpecker saw the owl's tree begin to sway and fall. At once he struggled bravely through the storm and tapped loudly close to the owl's ear to wake him. The owl woke up in a fury, hearing the woodpecker tapping on his tree. But when he realized his tree was being blown down, his anger quickly disappeared. Together, the owl and the woodpecker struggled to safety, just as the tree crashed to the ground. Then the storm died away, and the owl thanked the woodpecker for saving his life. Now he was glad that the woodpecker had been his neighbour. The owl and the woodpecker became good friends, and the woodpecker helped the owl to find another tree in a quiet part of the forest where he could sleep all day without being disturbed. Peace and quiet returned to the forest, and the owl and the woodpecker remained good friends all the rest of their lives.
Pretend to be an owl with me. Owl glides, wings spread wide. Owl hoots, owl toots-ti-toot, eyes bright, through the night. How do you do? Twit-to-woo, twit-to-woo, twit-to-woo. Ooh, where's the phone?
It was here when I came in. I must
see
have
it?
hidden it. Sorry, I put a dust sheet over it or something. Have you got it?
Closer. Yeah, I've got it. Hello, Whitebird Stop, Royce speaking. Oh, hello, Wobble. Your roller skates? Yeah, I'm sure I can find them. Yeah, I'll drop them off later. Bye, Wobble. Now, where are Wobble's roller skates?
Under fur.
Fur?
Fur. For foot.
Right, where's the first shelf?
That is under a dust sheet. Look, I think it's is that the one?
Right, yeah.
Right, I really must be going now, wife. It's been very nice meeting you.
Oh, well, thank you very much for all your hard work, Louise.
You're welcome. Bye, wife. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Royce.
Bye. Here are the skates.
Oh, great. Oh, just in time. I'll tell you what, we'll tidy up tomorrow.
Bye. See you next week. Come on, White.
Oh, I'm coming. Oh, the office is going to look great, isn't it? Bye. See you next time. Now, Royce, you can't wear those roller skates while you're driving.